Hi there, my name's Stephen Johnson Photography. This is another in our series of the Trusted Referrals Group, or TRG, member bios, just so you can learn a little bit more about each of the members. Today in the studio I have David Raymond. I'll leave him to tell you a little bit more about what he does. So, David, can you state for the record your name, your company's name, and what it is that you do, please?
I can, yes, Stephen, hello. My name is David Raymond. My company is called Interior Solutions. We do kitchens, bathrooms and wet rooms, from the design through the supply, or indeed people can supply their own if they wish. And the bit we like doing best is getting our hands dirty and the full fit out. So from small works to improvements to the whole room.
Sure. And you're a plumber by trade,
yes,
is that correct?
Indeed,
yes. So you can do the whole thing. How long have you been in business, David?
Trading self-employed since 2009. Prior to that, I had a couple of showrooms, a kitchen and a bathroom showroom. They were trading for about 6 years or so. And prior to that, I was an apprentice working with a plumber. So I learnt on the trade, tools on the trade, so to speak.
Pretty much all your life, one way or another.
I look that young, do I? Thank you. In total, that will cover about 18 years, I guess.
Oh, excellent. Okay. And what got you into the business in the first place?
By someone I know. I've always been a hands-on kind of guy. I used to fix various sorts of machinery, office equipment, etc. I was doing some work with a particular individual who I still get on with really well, and I kind of switched professions effectively, and ended up working with him doing bathrooms, and like I say, learnt from the ground up. So that's how I got into this business. It was through contacts more than anything else.
Excellent. Because I think I've used pretty much everyone in our group for one thing or another.
Yeah.
You've helped me out on a couple of occasions with some plumbing problems, and yes, your attention to detail is amazing. You spot things that I wouldn't have even thought about, so that's excellent. Thank you, David. And what do you feel your USP, your unique selling point is?
Attention to detail, generally. A unique personal service with attention to detail is what I like to say.
Got your catch line in there.
Absolutely, yes, indeed. It's giving people what they want. Using all my years of experience, all the things I've learned throughout the years, things that are compatible, things that aren't compatible with each other, different water systems, etc.
Sure.
And it's using my experience to give that customer their desired result. Because at the end of the day, they have this image in their head, this is what they want to achieve, and it's how to achieve it best. And I've been doing it quite a long time, and I think I'm pretty good at that.
Sure. I can attest to that. I've used pretty much everyone in the group for one thing or another, and you've helped me out on a few plumbing problems, and we had a leak in our shower room, and you sorted that for me and insisted on doing something that I hadn't even noticed was wrong, so that was excellent. You did tell a really good story a few weeks ago at one of the meetings about some tiling.
Yeah, well, tiling's one of those things. You've got to have a good eye for tiling. You need nice straight lines. The tiles want to be flat on the wall. Any protrusions show in different lights. And there was one particular job. It was tiny, small little tiles. And when you look back, there was just a slight wave in it, because of the way they were actually fitted to the sheet when we fitted them up. I wasn't happy. And I look at it as if I'm not happy. Why should the customer be happy? Sure. They all come off and all have to go back on again. It is as simple as that. There's no other way around it.
Excellent. That is your eye for detail, which is fine. How long have you been a member of TRG, and how well do you feel it works for you?
Oh, that's a good question. I've been part of TRG now for probably about 10 years, 9-10 years. TRG is brilliant. I love TRG. It gives me good work,
yes.
And it's recommendations, and that's all my work has ever been, ever since I started my business, certainly on the self-employed side. But it's more than that. It gives you someone to phone, someone to call. There's different people from different walks of life in TRG. So, for example, if you've got an accounting issue, I'm not an accountant, I'm a plumber, I'm a hands-on kind of guy. There's someone there who I call a friend, who I can ring. Yourself, photographer. There's lots of people from lots of different walks of life.
Your birthday a few months ago.
You did indeed, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you come over and shot my surprise birthday. But it just gives you a lot of business people that are in the same boat with you in a lot of ways, in the same boat as you in a lot of ways, but people that you call friends that you can ring up and help out, just like you rang me with your problem with the taps.
Absolutely.
It's just a phone call, and it's like speaking to a friend. It's not like speaking to someone you don't know. TRG is brilliant. I love it for its work benefits and all its other added benefits that come along with it.
Sure, yeah, I totally agree with that. And it's a group of friends as well, which I find is the nicest thing about it.
Yeah.
What is your perfect customer?
Oh, perfect customer. Is it wrong to say someone that wants to spend lots of money?
Not at all. Not at all.
That's a difficult one, really. Anyone is a perfect customer that wants a kitchen, bathroom or wet room done. I like to deal with people that are like-minded because I think if you can talk to people, then that's really important. Work as life, as business is a two-way gate as far as I'm concerned. It's all about feedback and how you can enhance things. I don't really get many return customers in my line of work. If I'm fitting a bathroom, I'll tell you a little story. I had a little text message only come through last week, and it was completely out of the blue, no name on the phone, so it wasn't a number that was saved in the phone, and it went along the lines of, you and your team did such a great job for us 10 years ago. Are you still in the trade? You fitted out our kitchen perfectly, which is still amazing. Are you still doing the bathrooms? Can you please come and quote for us? Clive was the customer. As soon as I read the name and the address, I knew exactly who it was and was on the phone to them.
Perfect.
So in a way, that's kind of a perfect customer.
Yeah,
but you don't always want to wait 10 years for new repeat business.
No,
but you know, that's a testament in itself, I guess.
Absolutely, absolutely. Your business obviously covers quite a broad range of services. What in what you do is your favourite? What would you prefer doing yourself?
What I like about my business is it is a mix of kitchens and bathrooms generally. Not so many people have wet rooms. I have done a huge amount of wet rooms and conversions for some care homes that I work a lot with. But I like the mix of a kitchen and a bathroom because you're not always doing the same thing. In a lot of ways, bathrooms are more technical because you have a smaller amount of room, and with furniture that people are fitting in bathrooms nowadays, there's more things to think about in a smaller space. So bathrooms can be a technical squeeze. Kitchens give you a nice lot of room to work. So I'm not going to say I prefer one or the other. I prefer the mix.
Well, that's perfect. That's perfect. Now a little bit of personal stuff, if we might.
Sure.
Dave.
Yeah.
What is your personal status? Married, kids, pets?
Yeah. I'm living with a partner. We have a couple of kids. We have a menagerie of pets as well. I have Olivia just turned 13 last week. Thomas, who's 10, and a grown-up girl with 5 of her own, who is very grown up.
So you're a granddad?
Yeah, I'm a granddad. I know I don't look young enough. Yes, I'm a granddad. We have quite a few pets in the house, dogs, rabbits. It's good fun. It's a busy house. My partner has 3 children, so it's a busy house when we all get together. But it's good fun. Keeps me young.
Absolutely. Tell me something about yourself that people might not know.
Oh, okay. That alludes to my eldest, then, I guess, doesn't it? I think you've just told everybody. My daughter made me a granddad at the age of 36. I'll let you people out there do the maths on that.
Fabulous. Yes, I've met them. They're a lovely family.
Yeah.
What do you like to do in your spare time, David, if you have any?
Yeah, well, spare time is a tricky one at the moment. My hobby always used to be scuba diving. I haven't done so much of that lately, and we've recently purchased a house that is a project. So my spare time will be knocking this pretty much mostly down and redoing it in what little spare time I'm going to be having. So scuba diving was always my passion, really. I've been lucky enough to dive in quite a few places around the world, see lots of different things, from massive, great big whale sharks to tiny little cleaner fish and shrimps and all sorts. And it's an amazing undersea world. That's definitely my hobby. Yeah.
Cool. And why should someone out there hire you as opposed to someone else?
I'm going to go back to the attention to detail, really. How many people out there have had bathrooms or kitchens done where the lines have been wavy on their tiles? You've already alluded to that. If you want a good job, a reasonable price, by, I hope to think, a decent tradesman, an honest tradesman, one that's been around for quite a few years, that's me.
Perfect. Thanks for that, David. And what is the best advice you can give to someone out there who might be wanting to hire someone like you?
Oh, I personally think the best advice I can give anybody is know what you want. If you have in your mind a vision of what the end result is to be, go with that, stick with it. The more you change your mind, especially after planning the project, the more expensive it's going to be. And chances are it's not going to end up maybe the way you wanted it anyway. Know what you want before we come around. I will always come to somebody completely free of charge, sit down, go through what it is they're looking for, and talk about different options that they may or may not be aware of, and just try and gauge what that person is actually after.
But read between the lines a little bit, if you like.
It's that, but also that person wants to be honest with me what they're after. So yeah, I can put the project together and I can manage it, and we can deliver that project. But the problems will always arise if that person doesn't know what they want from the outset.
Sure.
I might have this or I might have that. No. And that's why the whole point of me coming round in the beginning, before we even talk about prices, is to get that all pinned down, so that everyone knows exactly where they stand, and then the project will run smoothly.
That's the last of the main questions, David. Following this, there will be a slide come up where people can actually get your contact details and a little bit more from you, and a link to the TRG website if you want it. But how do you prefer to be contacted?
I like to talk. I like to talk to my customers generally. A telephone call, the number will be up on the screen.
But I know your IT skills.
IT skill, you know what? Absolutely, I'm never going to hide it.
Yeah.
I mean, email is fine, but a simple phone call. If someone wants to have a chat with me, I'm thinking of doing this, that, and the other. I'm happy to talk to someone over the phone. If I can't take the call when they ring, I'll always ring somebody back.
Well,
failing that, an email is absolutely fine.
Perfect. Thank you very much, David. That is you.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Thanks for your time.
Just hang on.